Alright guys, welcome back to the channel. This is Appalachian Andy. This video we're heading out to Big South Fork. Big South Fork is located in Tennessee, also runs through parts of Kentucky. On this trail, I'm going to be heading first to the Angel Falls Overlook area. And the plan as of right now is to backpack first night in that vicinity of Angel Falls, possibly making this into a two-nighter. I'm on vacation this week, so I'm not really in a rush to be back at any specific time. Guys, hope you enjoy this one. About a mile and a half, 2 miles into this trail. So far, it's just been a leisurely walk through the woods. I've been stopping pretty frequently just to take some photos, shooting video. You know, the environment around here is just very stimulating. A lot of stuff just to look at, with all these different little crevices, rock faces, different formations. Again, just really highly impressed so far with this trail. If you guys haven't been out to Big South Fork yet, I can already tell you I'm going to recommend this one. You know, if it was a little bit warmer today, it wouldn't take a whole lot for me to want to jump in there. But here, being around 55 degrees a day, probably not. This cave up here looks like something to find Yogi Bear in. Let's take a look at it here. Really neat. I wouldn't want to be back out here at night, but you can tell this little cave doesn't go too far back in here. Turn this camera around. We made just about to Angel Falls overlook. You can actually see it behind me. All right, well, I found the water source. So I'm going to have to fill all these up because these are going to have to last me for the next day or so. Some good running water here. Let's talk about my dissatisfaction with the bee-free filter. But here we are, still using it. Got about a gallon of water on me. So this backpack just got real heavy real quick. When I was filling up, I ran into a fellow backpacker and he said that there was no water up top near the overlook. So if you're going to fill up, it's time to do it. it is something else. Got the river down below. And another special treat. Got Mr. Miyagi's bonsai tree growing up here on this mountain. Yeah. Judging by the sun, let's see if I can find it here in the background. We got another hour of sunlight left. We gotta find a place to camp out at. You know, I don't want to jinx myself, but today is pretty much went perfectly. Can't say I ran into any problems. You know, first time you go out somewhere, you don't always know what to expect, but the hiking was pretty easy. You know, water is exactly where I thought it would be. Streams were running. I got my tent set up, got my bear bag hung on ready. I'm going to be having the Peak Refuel chicken pesto pasta. I haven't tried this one out before, but it looks good. But, you know, like I say, looks can be deceiving. Got my water boiling with my alcohol stove. Here in a few more minutes, we'll be ready to cook this up. Let's go ahead and share this view I got for dinner. My $1 million view. The sun had just went down, so it's gonna start chilling off pretty quick. I think a low we're looking around just above freezing, maybe 34, 35 degrees. You know, it's October 17th, so really cold for October, but came prepared. I got my jacket. I got some thermals back up at camp, so I'm not too worried. This morning there was a pretty heavy frost out here up in southern Ohio. So, all right, guys, I'm gonna let this water boil up and get my dinner started, and I'll check back in. Can't say I really worked that hard today. Sweat a little bit, but brought some electrolytes with me. What I brought is a liquid IV rainbow sherbet. The costs on these are ridiculous. Now, I didn't buy them. I think it was like $20 or maybe more than $20 for a box of, I want to say 10 or 12 of them. But I'm using them up. Taste wise, they don't really taste like rainbow sherbet. It smells like rainbow sherbet, and you can see it looks like it on the package. But for the price, I don't think it's really that worth it. I usually stick to my Aldi's electrolyte mixes. They're like $4 for a box of 6 or 8 of them. Pretty good. It's a little soupy. I think I added a little bit too much water, but I don't mind it. The nutrition on this for 2 servings is 920 calories, 43 grams of protein, 42 carbs, 64 grams of fat. It's not too bad. All right, so got it cut up. What I like to do, to where I don't really have to mess with the fire any, is I'll cut up some of the bigs, put it at the bottom, another stack of that vertically, and then I'll layer another smaller layer up here, smaller sticks, and then my kindling up top. And forgot all my fire starters, so I got a fire start cube. Stick it right in here. Hopefully this one takes off. The way it's set up, I shouldn't have to touch this fire for at least a solid hour, if not longer, because all of this stuff will just continue to burn all the way down. A lot of it's old rotten wood, but it'll burn. I've been back at camp for a couple hours now. You know, today really couldn't have gone any better. I mean, it has been the perfect day. You know, nothing's gone wrong. You know, when I think about, you know, backpacking and spend time out in nature, this is what I want. This is what I come out here to do, just to spend time enjoying a fire, spending time in nature, spend time in just all this beauty. I'll let this fire die down. It's gonna unwind for a little bit here and call it a night. I'll see you in the morning. Good morning. Pretty cold night last night. And got down to about 31. A little bit colder than what I was thinking. Got up, got my bear bag, came back up to camp, got this fire started, warm up some. I'm gonna make me some breakfast. Gonna make my biscuits and gravy Mountain House meal. And then I'm gonna get everything together, get my tent and everything put up, and I'm gonna be hitting trail. I'll check back in here in just a few. So today on the agenda is finish up the Grand Gap Loop. You know, I really hate leaving this campsite. This was a primo spot. If you guys come out here to the Angel Falls Overlook, just go directly back behind there, and there's multiple campsites. There's a couple of flat spots for tents. Great spot for a hammock or two. think I'm going to go ahead and finish this trail up today. I'd contemplate on staying out a second night, but by the time I get to the camp I was going to stay at, it's going to be like 2 p.m. and that's just a kind of a long time to be sitting out at camp. I'm figuring about 5 miles I should be to the car around 3 p.m. Then 5 hours back home. On AllTrails, they had said this trail was hard, but I'd probably consider it more to be moderate. There's not a lot of incline. I mean, it's just been kind of just a leisurely stroll through the woods here. And would I come back? Absolutely. I think I'm going to make this part of my yearly schedule of getting down here at least once a year. You know, this is a trail that'd be great for beginners. I mean, this would be great for anybody. It doesn't matter if you've been doing it for a while or if you're just getting into backpacking. All right, guys, I made it back to the car. I hope you've enjoyed this one. If you've liked it, please hit the subscribe button, the notifications tab, and I'll see you on the next one. Thanks.